Hey guys, MC Mura here, and today we're gonna talk about the biggest story in the Street Fighter universe these days. Are we ready to talk about Sagat being top tier? Sagat is so good, Sagat has always been S tier, etc. because Blaz have been absolutely wrecking everyone in Street Fighter League with Sagat. His performance is absolutely tremendous, and Blaz is just an insane player. There was this one clip with a match between Blaz and Shanghai in Capcom Cup in Street Fighter League that is doing the rounds, right? And everyone is saying Blaz is insane, Sagat is insane. Take a look at his reactions. Let's check out the clip, right? Bam. So he knocked off the regular fans with the jab and then forward heavy kick punish, and apologies obviously for the awful quality of the Twitter footage, but it is what it is. What you gonna do? And take a look at how much damage this is. He was ready with the punish. But what I find to be fascinating about this clip is that everyone is talking about how sick Blaz is and how sick his reactions are, and Blaz actually did this 4 times during the set. And I got all 4 for you to show, and then we're gonna talk about what's actually going on. Is this a reaction? Is this like a Sagat thing? Well, let's discuss, right? So this is the first time this happened. This happened in the first round of the match. He's getting corner throw looped, knocked off the fans, didn't get a punish, but he knocked the fans away. So this is the first time, right? This is the second time he done it, and this is the one where he got the big combo punish. Bam! Bam! So optimal, so much damage. Bam! Bam! Clap! Good uppercut! Alright. And this is the 3rd time this happened. Didn't get a punish again, but he knocked the fan away with a light punch, right? Let's check out the 4th time this happened. Oh, we're in slow-mo. Oh no. This time he got the knockdown with a target combo. Now, did you notice anything in common with the 4 times that Blaz did very specific sequence? Well, I'll give you the sheet. It was pretty much a crouching media punch fireball and then Shanghai trying to take back his turn. This is the 4th time. It is always like a very specific sequence, and this just does show you crouching media punch fireball. Shanghai tried to throw the fans, he jabbed it, and he get a punish. Let's check out this one. Crouching media punch fireball, tries to pay back his turn, knocks away the fans. Crouching media punch fireball, knocks out the fans, and then goes for the punish. So this wasn't a pure reaction by Blaz. This is pretty much him labbing a specific situation and noticing and labbing Shanghai himself. We don't have to credit this for Sagat, and it's Sagat S tier. Blaz is S tier, and it's not just that his reactions are insane. This kid does his homework. And I am actually amazed that Shanghai didn't pick up that Blaz was feeding on his autopilot, which to me is absolutely insane. Now, let's explain what's actually going on if you don't know. So, Mine's fans are, if she doesn't charge them, you can hit them away, right? They can be taken out by just a regular attack, right? And the sequence that Blaz was doing that we saw over and over was crouching medium punch fireball. Now the fireball here, the light punch fireball, typically will leave Sagat as like a -6, -7 advantage, right? So that is not that bad, and this is a true block string. If we got Mai here trying to mash jab, that's a true block string, right? So she can't interrupt it. Now, As we saw, Xiaohai had the habit of trying to take back his turn with a fan, because why not, right? Like at -7 at this distance, Sagat can't really retaliate with a medium kick or a heavy punch. The fans would come out faster, would counter hit him, and maybe he doesn't want to engage in like a frame trap or like a spacing trap and try to throw out like a heavy kick of his own or whatever. So he just played safe, take back his turn with a fireball, right? That makes sense. But this is where the labbing will show up, because fireball, bam, he knocks it out. Sagat here have plus 18, 19, 20 advantage. It's gonna depend on the exact distance, but he have so much frame advantage that he's gonna be able to do that. Right? And he's gonna be able to get a punch. I'm sorry, the controller just disconnected. He's gonna be able to get a punch. This happening 4 times during the set, and this happening in a very specific way every single time. Like every single time he knocked off the fans, it was this very specific sequence. This just shows us that Blaz did his homework. He's someone who studied Xiaohai and his tendencies, what Xiaohai liked to do, and he fed on that. Another thing that I noticed that was really good, there are a couple of 2 things. I don't want to talk about Sagat's strengths specifically, because I don't personally believe that Sagat is top tier, but Blaz is top tier. One thing that he did a lot against Xiaohai was this. Was Light Tiger Jinrai or the Tiger Nexus, whatever it's called, right? And this move is it's kind of hard to use for Sagat, right? Because I mean, the initial part is -5, so it's kind of unsafe, and then there is like a follow-up frame trap. I've already made videos in depth about Sagat and the specific mix-up. But here's the thing. What is my sole weakness as a character? What is the only gap in Mai's entire gameplay? What is this one thing that I talked about a lot every single time I talked about Mai in tier list? It is the fact that Mai lacks this. Mai lacks the standing light kick type move, the Shoto's light kick. So she does have a 4-frame jab, 2 4-frame jab, her light kick is short range, and her crouching light kick is short range as well. And Blaz played on that so much. Like Blaz played on his ability. If he does standing jab into the Tiger Nexus, she can't really interrupt, because as you can see, she's gonna whiff and she's gonna eat a lot of damage. So what is Xiaohai gonna do? More often than not, he's just gonna block. But she doesn't really have anything in reach to retaliate. Right? Her jabs are too short to reach at this very specific situation, right? And this obviously enables him to then mix him up in a number of ways, right? Maybe he will commit to that. He did so much where he did like the medium follow-up, it's like the heavy follow-up to like steel frames, right? Because this is at a +2, and then he can start harassing his pressure. Again, matchup knowledge. He pretty much played on my specific way, and you will notice that he did this a lot against Kimberly, and he did this a lot against my characters with less than stellar range on their lights, and they don't really have that Shoto standing light kick that got a lot of range. And he pressed Xiaohai with this one, and obviously Xiaohai tried to uppercut in situations and lost in some situations because of it. So this is really great knowledge. Another thing that was really cool that Blaz does a lot, and I don't see a lot of Sagats doing it, is their choice of cancel, drive rush cancel out of crouching medium punch. So most Sagats will crouching medium punch, drive rush cancel into standing medium punch, right? And because this gives him a +6, this is a true block string. So if she's trying to mash, she can't get it to come out. But the thing is, because this puts Sagat at a +6 advantage, Sagat pretty much have too much plus frames, right? If Mai try to mash her jab here, for example, I get the second standing medium punch, and she's not even able to get her jab to come out, and I can't even grab her, right? Because my throw here will whiff. I have too much frame advantage. My throw will whiff, and a reversal jab is gonna beat me. For you to be able to convert off of this, you have to delay the button after the standing medium punch a little bit, right? So I kind of have to go for that, which is really not that ideal because at that point there is a big enough pushback and there's a lot of like manual delays that you have to do, so it's not that great. Instead, what Blaz was doing was crouching medium punch into drive rush, crouching medium kick. Which this is really good because it's a low, right? So if the opponent is sleeping on the wheels, maybe you can check him low, and that drive rush crouching medium punch, it will give him enough frame advantage to combo into the back heavy. Right, so he's getting good combos off of that. But what makes this really powerful is that this is a +2 that leaves him in throw range. Right, and if she's trying to walk back, he does have the ability to check with like a crouching light kick into standing jab and still reaches. So that is really, really good. And he still gets a pretty strong medium threat. If Mai try to go for a jab here, his medium punch will trade, and this trade puts Sagat at a +10, so he's able to punish with a heavy kick. Right? So again, this is like a small little piece of tech that Blaz did. Blaz is an insanely good player, but he also does his homework insanely well. I didn't see anything he did that made me say this guy have like super specific ultra insane talent with Sagat. Obviously his whiff punishing, his neutral is insane, but he also is such a student of the game. He does his homework, and like I said in the Rio video when he showed us how good his burnout pressure is, or like his drive ship pressure, and I said that he wasn't held back by the ideologies of how Ryu should be played. I'm seeing the same thing with Sagat. Sagat being explored by fresh eyes. I know that maybe you want to see more tigers and you want to see the Street Fighter 4 Sagat, but that is not it. And Blaz is showing us that Sagat in this game is actually kind of sick. Is Sagat top tier? No, I think I personally don't think so. What I'm saying is a lot of matchup knowledge, a lot of player knowledge. He clearly studied Xiao Hai, and Xiao Hai clearly didn't study Sagat or Blaz, maybe not to that extent to give him the win. Right, but Xiao Hai is great, so I'm sure he's gonna catch up eventually. Anyways, what are your thoughts on Blaz? What are your thoughts on Sagat? If you have enjoyed this video, please leave a like or a comment. It's gonna help the channel so much. We'll be leaving a link to the Patreon, Discord, Twitter, and Twitch pages in the description. Thank you so much for watching, and stay safe.